Showbiz Daily, it is. Time is up for us to sit to discuss our issues. My name is Sammy Flex. Roland Amate is in the middle, and Intim Dodu Solomon Chemo is at the extreme end. When we sit like this, we look around some of the happenings in our showbiz space, and we do justice to the topics. Special thanks to the producers of the show, man like Buju Lens and Theophilus Digosh. All those who have issues with our sound, blame them. It is not us. They are the real problems, not us. We are just talkatives. They have to make sure everything comes out well. So blame them and not us. Anyways, some stories are on our table for us to look at them even before we run away. Congratulations to Daddy Lumba. 60 years of living on this earth is no joke. And especially about 30 decades of being, 3 decades rather, about 3 decades of being a star and still alive. Daddy Lumba has suffered a lot. And I can tell you that the 60th birthday is something Daddy Lumba would celebrate because it is a milestone. Because the other day, Roland was telling me, they told him to come for some birthdays. And me, the drinks you guys are going to drink, I won't drink some. The women, I won't get some. So why should I come for a birthday party? Bring me money. This time around, he was smart. He put everything in a commercial concept, and he's made money from his birthday. I'm sure every year he has to do this. He has to do that, even bigger venues. I hear the place was even small at a point. It was overcrowded and all. But something happened, and that is what I would want us to look at. Let me get the views and opinions of my people, and of course, you. Now, there's a video circulating, thanks to Zion Felix and his people online. They shared a video of Ofori Amponsah, Mr. Ofori, who obviously is one of the guys who came out of Daddy Lumba. And when Daddy Lumba was about to hit the stage, and Ofori was on the stage giving accolades, oh, everybody, please bless my daddy for me. There are some people, when they grow, they don't want to respect it, but me, I do. Daddy Lumba, God bless you, blah, blah, blah. So in the process, Roman Father, who is Daddy Lumba's manager, came to whisper something in Ofori Amponsah's ears. I'm sure he told him that he's coming, so you have to pause talking. Ofori won't pause talking. Daddy enters the stage. Daddy also starts talking the mic, and still Ofori Amponsah was talking the mic. At a point, he even knelt down, wanted to give Daddy a hug, but Daddy swerved the hug. And Daddy went to the manager and told him, but I told you to clear this guy off the stage. Why is it like it was open? And the guy, like usual, you have to follow orders. Such times, you are a military guy. No long talk. The guy went to Ofori Amponsah and took him off the stage. People are saying, oh, this Charles is in our music industry. Charles, could you put in Charles never mention? And some people are bashing Lumba for being emotionally unintelligent. Others are also saying, Charlie, he's being real. The guy was faking. They are not cool. So don't come and stand on the stage and behave like all is well. Don't come and fake that. Well, there's a video to this. Watch it briefly. And when I come back, I'll pick the views of my people. What is their judgment on this? I'll be right back.
And me papa, I will say, now, answer me papa bebano. Me better me can't say me. Me papa Daddy Lumba or more than a prophet. Now, Daddy Lumba, or whom me and say, Ofori Amponsah, oh yes, star. Daddy, I love you so much. I love you so much. I will say, if you want any omo papa or her, someone suturu sura na fe omo pese ombebu om papa nom ana me boana. I respect him too much.
Mama mini kan fada se mama nyina. Mesdames moi c'est un moi va bégayer et on me birthday Vanjen dise ya etutu mini nyina oyare bebrebe no em say mama champion in the America no wheelchair mo am try nyina ende Yankopon aye madom aba medi 60 years. Yes, me ka se wrade ni mo nyam. Medi ende 60 years. Ghana mai mokoda na mo bompa ya mame. Se wrade be che yankwatenti ni ahode. Amen.
Anyways, welcome back. In Team Dodi Solomon would surely start the judgment. Chemo, how do you judge this?
This is an interesting one. But I know one thing for sure. Most successful people or most people who have succeeded in whatever endeavor that they find themselves in, they have ego. And you can't be successful as like the way some of them are if you don't have that ego. You should have it. Otherwise you won't succeed. I mean, it's part of the reason why some of us we can't go where we want to be.
Your ego is on the low, huh?
Yes. Sometimes we just play the diplomatic card. So we forgive people easily. We do things that we should be taking money. We don't take it and all that. And these are some of the things. And those who have succeeded, you can go through them. Even in our music industry, the people that you will give all the bad accolades or all the bad adjectives to, they are the successful ones.
Yeah.
And they have it.
Yeah.
Who didn't say munu na on fancho?
It be true.
So kind of Becky can be actual.
It be true.
They don't fake it.
In fact, we can even mention Elon Musk.
Yeah. All successful people that you mention, or dealing with them will tell you. They are not forgiving like that. Because if you are like that, you won't make money. Somebody will cheat you and later you forgive the person. No. It won't happen. And when they know that you don't forgive like that, they don't even tempt you.
Yeah.
In the first one, Obia crying tempt you na akwa kudru.
Yeah.
And as those who will try, they will face the consequences. And this is a typical example.
Okay.
So for me, I think there are two people that I would want to ask them questions, and one will be the organizer who was in charge of the stage. Okay. What was the?
You mean the stage manager?
The stage manager.
Okay.
What was the conversation between him and Daddy Lumba, and between him and Ofori Amponsah? Before you introduce Ofori Amponsah, I think we all know that there's something not right with them, or they are not in good terms. Yeah. So you have
and it has been around like that
for a long time. So what did you do before putting Ofori Amponsah on stage? Again, why?
And it was right before Lumba comes.
How? And what is wrong with you?
And as usual, even before the next artist comes, like the stage should have been empty.
Exactly.
For Lumba, the star maker on the night.
Yes.
To come through, and someone was on the stage and still.
Why? What was going on? So for me, I will not blame Daddy Lumba, and you can't succeed if you don't have that temperament. I mean, you can be comfortable in life, but to be as successful as Daddy Lumba, you have to have temperament that you don't easily forgive people.
I see.
If you don't have it, you will be comfortable in life, but you can't get to that extreme success that we see few people have.
I see.
And this is it. I mean, so here is the thing. Whoever was in charge, the stage manager didn't do his work well. Okay. Knowing what is happening, you should tell Ofori Amponsah and be strict. Even if you put him on stage, tell him that I don't want you to meet that Lumba. This is what is going on. You are aware. So say one or two, move out. Don't let him even come close to you, or don't let him see you. And I'm sure when Daddy Lumba came on stage, he didn't hide it. Yeah. You can clearly see that he wasn't happy that the guy is there. And still you wanted to do like what? What exactly were you trying to do? So for me, I will not blame Daddy Lumba. I would rather blame whoever was in charge of the stage. The first thing is that you don't even have to bring Ofori Amponsah there. And if you bring him there, make sure that they don't meet, so that you will not see any clash or whatever. Make sure that it doesn't happen. It's like bringing like the same scenario. You bring a great tampon on stage for Daddy Lumba to come and hang or like what do you really want to achieve? Yeah. There's a UN peacekeeping, you know, like what is this?
I like that.
It was for me. I think whoever was in charge of the stage did a bad job. And if we have to blame anybody, that's the person we should blame, not that the Lumba or even Ofori Amponsah. Yes, for them, they may want to play their own way to look good or look the tougher one. But who can separate them or who will not make this happen will be the stage manager. And the stage manager refused to do his work. That's what I saw.
Well, personally, after seeing the video, I was also asking myself several questions as to, was Daddy Lumba even aware that Ofori Amponsah was going to perform? Because if indeed he was aware, then why did we see what we saw? Well, Roland Amate would also share a thing or two about this. Ro.
Well, for me, I may not blame the stage manager so much, but rather blame Ofori Amponsah for what happened, because I believe before he went on stage, that communication was made to him even before.
What communication?
The communication that I'm sure before Daddy Lumba comes, he needs to get off stage, because you see, you can blame the stage manager, but then I know definitely there will be that communication. But you see,
the stubborn artists,
when they get on stage and they get into their frenzy, forget it. It happened to me over the weekend. Even at Lexis, the new Force comedy.
Okay.
So it happened to me.
Okay.
There were people that I gave them time, gave them instructions. Okay, when you go, introduce this person. This is the next performer, introduce the next person. They go and they enter into the crowd and Charlie, they are in heaven. And they forget it is another person's show. And they would want to show off. Their time is up. You signal them your time is up. And you can't get them off stage.
Okay.
Same thing happened, I remember some time ago, I think with Abbas.
Okay.
When he took a microphone from one up and coming
artist.
Yeah. And it became a whole national topic.
I remember this.
And we all saw the kind of insults that went on Abbas. At that point, he was doing his job.
Yeah.
And I'm just imagining the stage manager at that point walking on stage to take the microphone off of Ofori Amponsah. What would have been said about him? It would have been the same thing. So sometimes stage managers would want to just respect you as an artist and hope you respect yourself. But unfortunately, you don't always get it like that. And as artists as they are, would always try to find their way around it. So when some of these things come, they bear the consequences. And as it stands, it is Ofori Amponsah that is, yes, I know definitely people would want to go at Daddy Lumba. But from where I sit, when I look at this critically, you can't blame Daddy Lumba for it. Because even if, whether he is cool with Ofori Amponsah or not, I believe there was a certain instruction. And even before Daddy Lumba was announced, see, at YFM's area code at the Legon City Mall, it happened with Shatta Wale.
Yeah.
When it was time for him to come on stage, clear instructions were given to the MC for him to do something simple for Shatta Wale to come. In fact, we all know, we hardly is Shatta Wale introduced by anybody.
Yeah.
But on that day, okay, this is what he wants to do. Okay, do it. Do it now. So we have to literally go and take the microphone from him. Before we... And you see, in that instance, nobody would want to put themselves in that position of being that person to go and snatch the microphone or push somebody off stage. It is not a pleasant thing. And sometimes people would want you to just respect yourself just with the way they respect you. But then you don't always get it like that. So me, I will not blame the stage manager here. I will blame Ofori Amponsah, because even if the stage manager did not tell Ofori Amponsah, he knew, per whatever he was doing, he knew he had exceeded his time. But he just wanted to make a statement for himself, which is why he waited for Daddy Lumba to climb on stage. And look, Daddy Lumba gave the best of reaction to me.
Wow.
Yes, he gave the best of reaction.
Wow.
Somebody, you see, when Ofori Amponsah went to kneel down in front of him, he held Ofori Amponsah by the shoulder. Somebody would have just shoved you off. Or maybe that, walk past you, that would have been the real Snub. That would have been the real Snub. But for him to go back and tell somebody to come and talk to you, that is the topmost respect he can give you on stage.
I see.
Because on that time, he can just say something into the microphone and just ask you, go off. And what would you do? There's nothing you can do about it. So me, I believe whatever Ofori Amponsah has, he should rather go find a way to address it or talk about it with that Lumba in private.
Okay.
And not try this emotional blackmail on stage. To me, this is emotional blackmail. You are just forcing the person to make peace with you, whether the person is ready or not. Any other great example of America said there. By force, you understand. So me, some of these things I wouldn't blame. I would never blame that Lumba nor blame the stage manager, but I would blame Ofori Amponsah because he knew what he was doing and the consequences came with it.
Well, deep breakdown for us to understand it. I'm sure whoever was supposed to learn a lesson from that experience might have learned it now. It happens with us all the time. When we go out to do our work, every happening teaches you one lesson that you pray never happens again. Well, we move on to story number 2 for the day. And I know this story number 2 has made many SM lovers mad. In fact, they are angry. In fact, they want to even throw blows, knockout, like that. All because a panel member on NIT FM show, she goes by the name Abena Mwe. Abena Mwe has said that a listener who had requested a Shatta Wale song would be denied because, according to her, Shatta has insulted their boss before. So if Shatta has insulted their boss, then it means that on NIT FM or maybe on the Despite Media platforms, Shatta Wale's song, they lie, they will not play. But they will play a non-way and walk far by you or no one. That is what they are saying. And many are mad, like, they are asking, who are you to be putting out that command? Like, we not play your song. Many are mad. I don't know how my people would also look at this from the point of professionalism, from the point of emotions, and the point of, yes, indeed, the fracas that is between the Shatta movement boss and the Despite Media Group. A short video that transpired in the studio for you to just check it out before we do the real analysis. Check this. I'll be back.
Okay, so Tanko Yaro, because of what you are saying, I will play Shatta song for you, okay? I'll play, but I don't know. I don't know which. Honestly, I have to be very, very honest with you. I don't know his new songs. I don't know what his new songs are, but trust me, I'll find it. I'll find it. But I'm open, so just send me title of some of his new songs.
The current why?
What is happening?
Why? That's why. That's
What?
why. Because he preached about forgiveness. Who preached? But who? No, he's not the only one.
Forgive all of us. We haven't forgiven. So I don't know how you play the song. If you're porn or born come, that channel will come. Aye, that. No, you. What to mean? Did you do having cast a more no more? What to mean? Who didn't attempt no? Hey, I don't see the I am more woman. Ula, but I said gang and I. And then we use. And then I we use. Now, Bible class will send you for how are you doing? Or see you then. You
see the unforgiving spirit.
By also forgiveness.
Bible say we'll send you for how I do what? Try to change. And money pay and see we have your own crime. Because because I forgive now, we dear woman, when you cry about nature and the because you won't forgive. Then I fire clear.
When we are forgiving, indeed,
be a few
Anyways, let me push Roland to start this because he's also part of the SM family. Let me see how he deals with this one, where his camp is denied airplay because of a supposed beef between his boss and their boss. How do you resolve this, or how do you tackle this?
Well, this one, there is nothing anybody can do about it. When I see things like this, I laugh. And especially in 2024, when people would want to satisfy a certain ego of theirs, was that in satisfying that ego may not even have any form of meaningful effect. And that is one of the things that makes me laugh. Okay. You see, the person that is probably taking this particular decision, and here Abnamowi, may not suffer any consequences as far as that particular decision is concerned.
Okay.
She's not the financier of whatever is going on. Neither is she in a part of even the executives. So you see that decision making, that decision to actually boycott somebody, coming from her will not have any effect.
Okay.
And in 2024, there are certain mediums that, yes, you can use to sabotage somebody, or like quote and unquote sabotage somebody, or use to play foul to somebody, and it may have effect.
Okay.
And unfortunately, the mediums that the media that she's actually using to play that particular card may not have any other effect. Over the weekend, I was having an argument with somebody that was saying that DJ Black went out of his way to play Shatta Wale's song at the TGM.
TGM, yeah.
And I said, no, he did not go out of his way. He was doing his job. And his job was simple, is to do what the people want. If the people want you, forget where you place your product.
Yeah.
Gary no they do advert. Unless it is Kivo. And even that one self, it is because certain things have been added to it, which is why they are doing adverts. But Gary, in its raw state, no, they need adverts. And in fact, let the price of Gary increase right now. You see the number of people that will cry. And that is the same thing we are saying. There are certain things that some people can say out of emotions and all of that. Me, I understand her. She's fighting for whoever she wants to fight for. It is within her own right. Let her fight for it. But will it have an effect? No. From where I sit, I don't see that having any form of meaningful effect on the whole conversation of, okay, if I don't play her song on this network. Bro.
In 2024.
In 2024, there are so many things that I ask myself, okay, when was the last time? And you see, has the person also come to say, play my song? That is also another question. A fan, somebody who patronizes your network, is the one requesting for it. So whether you serve the person or not, it is up to you. Whether you serve the person or not, it is up to you. And in fact, it even shows your level of customer service in the space. It shows your level of customer service. Are you serving the people, or you are serving your emotions? And that is the question you would have to answer. You can choose to serve the people or serve your emotions. Whether the station gets money out of that or loses out of that, it is out of your own. But then, if the people want something, forget whatever you would want to do. They will still find a way to get it. And the person in question, which is Shatta Wale, is he complaining? He's not complaining. He knows there are so many people that have come out, tried to, okay, we tried this, we decided not to play his song at this particular point in time, tried not to do this. Yes, it's fair. See, we all know Shatta Wale will not be on top forever and ever. Yeah. We know, just like any other thing, there will be a time you will be hot, there will be a time you will be cold. But then, if the people want you, come on. The people that he started with over 2 decades ago, if we are to make a tour list, the last time you were telling me about a playlist that somebody, a throwback playlist that somebody made. And that throwback playlist, Shatta Wale was in there. But the person was also thinking and making some analysis of, hey, this is throwback. Shatta Wale is in there.
And all his peers then, they are all falling down.
Or they don't have that fire anymore. And this is somebody that is competing. So if in 2024, you think playing his song on a radio station that he's not getting royalties for, he's not getting royalties for. But
okay,
rather,
that one we can generally say he's getting.
You see,
because he gets paid.
He gets paid.
It's not about big. It's not about being big. Let's take that portion out.
Oh.
Yes.
So you want to go technical here?
No. It's not about technical because there isn't any technical thing to go. Even the Gamro, what technical thing did they have? That's what I'm saying. So as much as Shatta gets royalties in the name of royalties, you cannot take them out. Okay. You get me?
I will just add that because of what you are saying. But generally, in terms of songs that are being used on these networks, Rexoma always comes out to complain and talks about the number of media houses that they are taking to court as far as that.
But I'm sure, no matter how small, despite pace.
No, I know. Probably they are.
We'll take that one out and move on.
Among the good ones, someone also begged them to play their song.
So the long and short is that that particular decision is not affecting the person in any way. And in 2024, if we are even to measure the effect that this particular decision will have on somebody's career as far as playing his song on radio or on such mediums will come out. I don't think it will have any ripple effect or an effect that will say, okay, if we don't play your song here, your career will die or it will collapse you to no. So they should let her be. Okay. Because whatever decision she's taking, she's just taking it to satisfy her ego. Okay. And it is not even based on business, neither is it based on even serving the listeners that they call them cherished listeners.
Well, maybe this would enlighten the hearts of many Shut Up movement fans. They will be excited to hear something like this because I know ever since this report came out, many have been sending me messages, calling me, Brasami, what the heck is that girl saying, blah, 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 boom, boom, boom. Well, Chamo has a point as well.
For sure. Yeah, it's, for me, it's simple. I mean, apart from the fact that they were not ethical enough or like their professionalism was true to the dogs at this point. I mean, there are so many things wrong with what they did. Not playing someone's song, I mean, it's your decision. Some way, it's a business decision. Just that those who are taking the decision suffer no consequences. That's the point here. Yeah. Abraham Wale will still get a pay, whether people listen to NIT FM or not. Yeah. Unless they say, okay, now we don't need your services. A year no free man, she will still get paid. Whatever happens and cannot. And the decision that she was insisting on be taken, I can say it 100%. Any decision coming from the company owner. Okay. Or it's not a decision coming from despite group management. Okay. It is a decision that she took on her own to please or to do the company's owner a favor in her own right or in her own thinking. So while money company owners will be happy. Okay. Without even consulting the company owners. So that is it. And why am I saying that they were wrong or ethically, or through professionalism to the dogs? It's simple. First of all, if you won't play the song, you could have even ignored the message coming. Okay. You don't even have to read it.
It hurt me. One of my videos could not go. Yeah. I mentioned this point in there.
Yeah, you don't even have to read that message. That's one. And if you read it, you can respond that we don't play Shatta Wale song here. It is it. Like if you want the person to know then you can just say, oh, Shatta number so go to elsewhere and listen to Shatta's song. And also as simple as that. Yeah. But for it to be a conversation or more like an argument between station, their person or bonnet, their own money. What was the point here? But we last saying, okay, I'm forgiving you, I want to play. And then Abraham Wale coming in to say, don't play it. When to me, Mommy, did you be at a near more no more? So Nipana all requested for song on your management member. That be. On your artist, no. That be. So what is the point here? I mean, you don't have to struggle to ignore that person or even tell the person to go elsewhere. But for you to now make it like you have issue with the artist, it's wrong. I mean, I don't see the point of people even fighting her for saying, yeah, money, because it's not any management member or the artist asking for it. That, yeah. It's not like that. That person owes you no support or any yeah. You can either say it or you ignore. Yeah. Yes. So if she's at the point going to say it so that the artist will know that me more because what did he marry allow her. But it has no consequences. I mean, there's no effect here. More Shatta no. And then NIT FM. Even at the time Abraham Wale wasn't working with NIT FM, they were not playing. Yeah. And you know, and Abraham Wale na baba bechisano. And I said, or no, this mrawi yaba. Yeah. They were not just saying it, but we know at a point Shatta also has his own way of fighting them. Why you be at the Biamitia and I'm missing it? So it's not like anybody is going to fight for Shatta. So for me, the fans should calm down. Shatta can fight his fight. It's not a fight for anybody to fight for Shatta Wale. He has even done songs for them.
Okay.
And why are you now going to fight for him on this? In fact, there's no fight here anyway. It's just somebody now trying to express whatever sentiment or negativity that he has towards somebody.
Okay.
That's it, and it should end it. So for me, I think the fans should calm down. There's nothing here for them to, worry about at all, because Shatta has his way of pushing his songs. The fans have their way of getting the songs, and radio will be the least of them.
Yeah.
In fact, the only good thing that radio is doing for Shatta now is that they are making those who are not so active on social media or other platforms searching for Shatta. In fact, this is the reason why, and I have no doubt that Shatta has popularity, or Shatta is the biggest artist if you take the urban cities out. Kumasi, Takoradi, Accra, Sunyani. If you take the urban cities at Temale, if you take them out, Shatta is the most popular when it comes to the suburbans and even the rural areas. Why? Because when radio stations like this talk about Shatta, that we won't play his song, who is he and all that, those people from that area want to see the person that they are fighting. And yes, Shatta get a lot of offer from these suburbans cities than any other artist. So they are rather doing a job for him, but without them realizing. So for me, there's no fight here. I think people should relax and allow Abram Owe to express herself.
Anyways, thanks so much for being a part of this Showbiz Day. Now, let me do this finally to run away from here. And it is a story I saw online, Ghana Web to be specific, where Daddy Ahuma Okansi, Daddy Ahuma Okansi, a.k.a. Daddy Bosco, had said something really that is making us think about what he said. Now, he's saying that in Ghana, music has had more impact than sports on the people, which is the truth. Is it true music has had more impact on the people than sports? Let me read just a portion of the story, then we will just be wrapping up in 5 minutes' time. It says the director of reading will be a punch back from there. So the director of special projects at the Musician Union of Ghana, Musica, Ahuma Bosco Okansi, also known as Daddy Bosco, has highlighted the profound influence on music on Ghanaian national life, asserting that its impact surpasses that of sports. Speaking on Asasi Radio on Saturday, September 28th, 2024, Daddy Bosco remarked, if you look at the impact of music on national life, it far surpasses, with all due respect, what sports does. And this is one question that I want to ask my people. True or false with Daddy Bosco's point? Chamo, we are closing in 2 minutes. Yes.
Yeah. For me, there's no argument here.
There's no argument?
Yeah. He's
wow, Wolo.
Right.
Wow, Wolo.
When you consider the duration, the duration of impact, somebody like Daddy Lumba is even having now, the highest or the biggest sports influencer in Ghana now comes nowhere close. And we can mention Abedi Pele as somebody who will come close to Daddy Lumba's impact in terms of sports and music when you consider those two things. And there are a lot of people who don't know jack about Abedi Pele, because at the time that he was on his peak, they were nowhere. And now it will only be a history for them to read or even watch some of his antics.
Okay.
And they will even say the era, the way they were playing is different from now. So they will, at some point they may even ignore him. But Lumba is still doing music. He is still influencing even the younger people now.
Folks, yeah.
So who is going to argue about this? I mean, music in general is far impactful than any sport that you can think of.
I see.
When you consider even the when you get to the other side of considering the richest people on earth, when you are bringing the sports people and then the musicians in general, musician will still win.
I see.
So there's no argument here. The impact coming from entertainment far surpasses any sports that you can think of. We have some few sports personalities who have made great impact in society, but still they come nowhere close to
what the musicians
will do in any circumstances.
Wow. Well, so first vote down, and the vote goes to music having more superiority or impact in Ghana than sports, football, boxing, volleyball, or swimming competition and all. Chamo's vote goes to music. Let's find out Roland's vote. Yes, Ro.
Prophecy number 2.
Football.
This one is music.
Music, okay.
Yeah. In fact, when you even consider both of them in terms of reach, obviously, even if you have to consider how far or how fast these two disciplines would have to reach the people, music is obviously the fastest. And if you are even to measure by that, you can clearly determine. But you see, in a space, this is very true. Nobody can argue. By me, it still makes me sad.
Okay.
You know why? Because with all these facts, we still don't know how to still paint a picture of how people can still give these people the maximum premium.
Okay.
And here I'm talking just Ghana. I'm talking our space. Yes, look at how impactful our musicians are. Look at how big our musicians are in the space. Look at the kind of reach they have in terms of their music traveling here and there. But do they get the level of respect that they need, or the level of attention they need, even from the heads of state or even the people in governance? No. Yes, you can have the impact. Yes, we know your reach, we know your value, but unfortunately your value ends in your head. It is only in your head. Because if it is not only in your head, they will not carry $3 million in a plane to go to Brazil to go and give to just footballers who may not even be up to 50. You understand? But then, even when they are cutting the national budget, there are times that entertainment or creative art is totally forgotten, even in those statements. And it is sad. And it is sad. For me, these days, when people make such statements, I believe, yes, it is one of the things that as entertainers or people in the entertainment space, we say just to make us feel good.
Okay.
Aside the feel good, there's nothing else to do with it. There's nothing else to do with this information. There's nothing else to use to push for good things to come our way. Because yes, if we know we reach more people, we are more successful in terms of reach and all of that. Yet that particular premium that we deserve, we don't get. I mean, look at when recently news came that the Accra Sports Stadium was in a bad state, and that CAF has disapproved the pitch for being used for tournaments. Just yesterday, I saw a post of the pitch being renovated and it's being in a good shape.
I hear it is done now, ready.
In just about 2 weeks or 3 weeks or so. But for how long has the whole entertainment space been fighting for just an amphitheater? How long? How long? And it has been from one place to the other. So yes, and you see, even when the deputy minister would come and speak, he will come and tell you, oh, yes, we are building small auditoriums because we know you people cannot feel. So when you feel a bigger, you build a bigger one. Like, look at the mentality.
When we see you are feeling, we also feel for you.
Look at the mentality. But the people that built the National Theatre, they did not build the National Theatre because they knew, okay, this is what our people were doing, and that when they expand, we will build it too. They built an ultramodern, an American. They did not build it with the things that we were doing in mind, because as at that time, we were not using all all the equipment or all the effects they put in that particular theater.
Facility, yeah.
Yes, we were not using all of them. But now it is being beneficial to even the people that are using it now. I told somebody that National Theatre staging TV be free for my back. Until something.
Yeah.
Because of who be that. But even after that the first, for how long have a whole nation or a whole entertainment sector been fighting for just an amphitheater? How long has it been? You see how it's still an uncompleted building. You understand? So it's yes, these are some of they are facts. It is really fact. It is factual, but we just said some of these things or point out now just for us to feel good. Okay, yes, we will be even to be there. Yes, we are popular. Yes, we have successful people in the space. But thing now for see say if the people that are supposed to give you premium and help you for you to expand more do not. You can't say Cape Coast Stadium deteriorate the sports minister would go. Let's do this, let's do that. You can't say stadium where you say by see since when they started saying say National Theatre was in a deplorable state. Yeah. How long it took them for them to even go. Now say I'm going to try air condition basically. They did a whole documentary about air conditions being put in the National Theatre. And that one too has become an achievement for musicians and the whole entertainment sector. So I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's a sad because when you
have the impact.
Yes,
you are not exerting the impact on society.
It doesn't go anywhere.
I see. Well, I'm sure the votes are out now, very clear for whoever is monitoring to know what my panel members did. But in your own assessment, do you also agree with them? Or better still, do you have any different opinion? You can share that with us. And on this note, we'll surely draw down the curtains for today's edition of Showbiz Daily. My name is Sammy Flex. I did this with Roland Amate, Tim Dodo Solomon, and my producers, Theophilus Digosh, as well as Buju Lens, for putting this together. Subscribe to us, and let's read your commentaries as well. We want to hear from you. Till we meet again in our next video. Stay safe. Bye-bye.